Good morning, Thedas. Welcome back. Today, I am joined by some wonderful people. I am joined by Paul,
Hello there.
General Kenobi. I am also joined by Nimble.
Rar.
And of course, I am joined by Witchy Molly.
General Kenobi.
We are all together again, and today we are going to be talking about a plethora of subjects because Bioware's been on a little bit of an information drop recently. So things have been happening, stuff's going on, and
Not the information we want, but yeah, there's a bunch of information.
True, not the information that we were looking for or hoping for, but it's info and it's stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
So we can start real quick just by talking about how Mass Effect, although we've known that it's been starting and looking into it and all that, it's officially in pre-production, and we're gonna be seeing it probably amp up a little bit more because although it's been going on for a little while. Wait a how'd you do that? What was it?
Secrets.
Yes.
I really hope that makes it into the audio.
I will leave it in. It should record it. As long as it's coming from y'all, it should come in. Yeah, Matt, it should be ramping up a teeny little bit because of another topic that we'll talk about next. But yes, Mass Effect is in pre-production and they're chugging along and slowly ramping it up, and I am so excited.
I was gonna say I'm excited too. I mean, we're probably not gonna see it for probably at least, I would hope, at least 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
but it's nice to know that they're starting to work on it.
Yeah, we're not gonna see it for a long time. It better not be fucking 10 years again. I'll tell you what. I don't think I'll survive that. Like, when did didn't Andromeda come out like 2016, 17?
Please hold as I Google.
No, definitely wasn't 16. It was 17 or 18 because I was in college.
2017. March 21st.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, Andromeda, a lot of people really love Andromeda in the fandom. Some people hate it. I have a very mixed relationship with Andromeda.
I enjoy it.
I sat down when it came out. At the time, I was, I'm sure I've told this story before. At the time, I was with a different girlfriend, and it was the first week of us dating. And Andromeda came out. I picked it up. I ignored her for the whole first week of us dating. I sat down and I played Andromeda for a whole week. I texted her and she came over. When she came over, I played Andromeda. And I just beelined that game for a whole week. And it was like the greatest moment of my life. I was like, oh, this is the greatest. I'm so happy. And then I beat the game and I was like, all right, time to start another playthrough. And then I started playing it again. And I was like, wait a minute. I don't think I like this as much as I thought I did.
I feel really mixed about it too, because I feel like a lot of the story points are repetitive and a little bit of the side quests kind of got me upsetty. Just because of how boring they were, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
I'm just mad at the lack of follow through with the DLC getting canceled and everything, to be honest.
That is so fucking frustrating to this day. They finished it in a book.
Basically, Andromeda got so much smack because it wasn't like the original 3 games with Shepard and everything, and
I mean, it was also kind of a glitchy mess.
It was very glitchy. Oh god, it was a lot better after they did some work on it. And the thing is, that's with a lot of games these days, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And yeah, so yeah, but going on and saying, I think it got a lot more hate than it deserved. However, yes, there was some moments.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It sags a lot. There's a lot of moments where it just it's all right. A whole lot of just you know.
It didn't feel like a Mass Effect game to me. It just didn't feel it. I didn't feel how I felt with the others. Probably why I like sat there and I was like, no.
Yeah.
I bought it like 5 times, by the way. I bought it 5 times. One for the PlayStation 4, and it didn't convert to PlayStation 5. Bought it for PlayStation 5, bought it for PC, and then I accidentally bought it on Steam. Oh, and an actual copy.
Wait, how did you accidentally buy it?
Because I forgot I had it on what was it? Can't remember what it's called now. EA, the EA app now.
Yeah.
Which is called now, aka Origins.
Yeah.
I forgot I had it on there, and then bought it on Steam again, and then I was like, wait a minute. And then I had it connected, so now I just had 2 copies on there, so I was like, oh well. It's on sale though, so I got it for like 17 quid.
Yeah, it goes even less than that now. It's like $5 half the time.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Is it worth $5? Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. It's definitely worth $5.
I don't know anymore since Frosty mods won't work with the new
what?
EA launcher.
Really?
So I don't think I could go back into my old game file and try to play it because I think it would probably self-destruct. I haven't tried it yet, but
I didn't even know that was a thing.
yeah. Yeah, no, I think I read it on one of the modding sites that they were like, "Hey, just a heads up, this isn't going to work with the new launcher." Something about it reading files different. Who fucking knows? But God damn you!
Damn you, Frostbite!
Not even Frostbite, just EA switching it when Origins worked. In my opinion, I think it worked fine.
Did anybody complain about Origin? I mean, people complained the fact that they had to download a new launcher, period. But like, it worked great. It was fine. This new one sucks. It's so fucking glitchy. It's so bad.
Yeah, I liked old Origin. Like, I used EA a lot. I play like FIFA. I play like racing games. I even play a bit of American football in there. And every time I try and play the game, it's just there like, oh, starting game, and I'm like, okay. 5 minutes later, this doesn't start. So you have to close it all down again, reopen the app, sign back in, and then it works. You're like, why?
Because EA is only worries about Apex.
Respawn.
Anything made by Respawn, you right. Though Jedi, the new Jedi game, it's so good. It's good.
I have it. I have started it. This is a huge problem I've been having lately. I'm gonna take I don't want to hop right into. Okay, well, real quick.
More problems.
No, this is all about this is another topic we were gonna be talking about later. But I will say quickly, I played probably about like 4 hours of it, and I've really liked what I've played so far. That's where I'll stop, and we'll continue it later when we get to that topic.
Okay.
So stay on topic.
Yeah, I'll do my best to. We never do. Never, ever.
I mean, I can get it because I have the was it the not the Bioware, the EA Pass. So I have that, so I can play the old one and the new one.
You haven't played the old one yet?
No, I have, but on PlayStation, I kind of want to play it on the PC and play for it again. But I have other games like Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 16. Just got Diablo 4 today.
Nice.
I've just been playing all that, and I've been like, oh yeah, then playing Cyberpunk again. I'm like, do I have time for all these other games? Like, I'm stopping starting so many times.
Yeah, God, it's. I feel you. Again, I'll talk about it more when we get to the because I have so much to say. But like, does anybody have anything else to say about Mass Effect, the pre-production of Mass Effect, or do you guys want to move on to the next?
It's a very small subject there. Just yay, notification.
Okay.
There's a game. It's getting produced.
Yes, the game is being created. It's alive. It's a thing.
Oh, it's alive.
It's the tangibilization. All right, so we can move on now. All right, so the big news of the past week or two has been Star Wars: The Old Republic, amazing game, is officially being moved to Broadsword, a new studio. Well, not it's
not
going to a new studio. The studio itself isn't new, but I mean like a new studio for Star Wars. And a lot of people have very mixed feelings about this. A lot of people at Bioware are either being shuffled around, moving to Broadsword, or being laid off. It's not a great time for everybody. Some people are excited that this could bring in new players. It could bring in an age of new content. A lot of people are hopeful. A lot of people are little negative. I'll be honest. As soon as I heard about the change, I stopped my subscription. I canceled it because I want to see how this goes now. If it doesn't go well, I don't want to be paying fucking $80 a year to enjoy the game I love. So
Fair.
yeah,
That's fair.
that's
Fair.
where that's at. I know that y'all have played a little bit of the game.
I actually don't think I've played it at all.
Oh, you haven't played it? Oh, I forgot. Yes, I tried to get you to play it, but you haven't nailed it yet.
Yeah, no, because I finally now have a computer that has enough gigabytes to handle it.
Well, when you have the time, download
But
it. I'm sure you'll love it.
I am off for 2 months even.
Download it right after this. I
I can
know.
too. The actual thing. Honestly, it as somebody who has not played the game, I'm more worried about Bioware itself with that a little bit.
What makes you say
It's
that?
concerning having a game that they've been working on for years getting shown off because EA has a tendency to, when things start succeeding or changing, to, kill studios, and seeing all these people get laid off and all the changes, it does make like a little bit of worry for the studio itself.
I kind of agree with that. And also to the point that, like, I'm glad to hear that some of the people who have been working on SWTOR, like, stayed with the project and went to the new studio. I don't know how many employees did that, but I did see at least one person on Twitter say that they were going with SWTOR to the new studio to make sure it goes well. Which is, like, good to hear that hopefully, like, the story and the integrity of the game that it's had so far, like, stays intact and it only gets better from here.
Mm-hmm.
But it is concerning, because it's one of BioWare's most consistent, I would think, like, cash avenues, from the subscription services and everything like that. So it is a little concerning. It's how they could focus on more of their, like, single player IPs. I don't know, maybe they want to make a new IP and that's why they sold off SWTOR.
We do have an answer for that, actually. All right, so they did say, whether we believe them or not, because they are a corporation, that the reason that they are doing it is that they want to move all the teams and all the people they have available to dedicate themselves to Dragon Age and Mass Effect.
Yeah.
They did say that.
They did say that, but didn't they kind of shoot themselves in the foot as now all of them are going to Broadstead or getting laid off?
Well, not all. Like I said, the ones who aren't getting laid off are moving to Broadsword, and whoever's left, I'm pretty sure they said they were giving them an option to move to other projects.
Which is cool, but at the same time, it's kind of like one of those things where, like, they threw everybody at Anthem, and then they threw everybody at Mass Effect Andromeda, and, like, the moving of the employees to different games, it makes you kind of worry about the games that are in development because of the history that has already happened.
Like, that's why, like, one of my notes that I made was, like, it's a little spooky for me DA-wise, because for me, it wouldn't make sense for not a bunch of new employees, but however many new employees to come to a game that's in such late stage development, other than, like, them being, like, QA players or, like final, like soundtrack and voice acting and stuff like that, I would think. But, like, from what we have been made aware of where Dragon Age, like, it's in alpha now, right? And, like, it's been in alpha since what, like, December now? It's
Something
been
like
almost
that,
it's been about half a year. And mind you, I know very little about the development stages of video games, but, like, at this point, I would hope that they are starting to wrap up production and start gaining up marketing and stuff. So, I don't know. I'm a little spooked by it. I think everybody is a little hesitant about it.
Yeah, I it's understandable that everybody's worried and stuff. I do know the one thing that I do know about Broadsword that I've heard a lot, and that might ease tensions with people, with like new developers working on a game that's been around for like 12 years, if not more than that. It might be more. I don't know, something like that. Is that apparently a job that this is something that they do a lot. They take old MMOs and they keep them alive, which is the bare minimum of what you can do for SWTOR is keep it alive. But they are promising, all the people who are moving over from Bioware and EA themselves are promising that the game is not going to end. It's not just going to be put on life support. They are going to keep dropping content for it. And I know you said you saw at least one person that moved over. I saw probably like three or four. And I know one of them was a writer. So one of the writers moved, and the encounter designer also moved over. So I don't know how many people are in encounter designing and how many writers they have, but I assume that that alone is a little it's a little easing of tension for me a little bit. And I hope that Broadsword takes care of my baby, because I never want that game to ever shut down. And the biggest thing about this, to me, this moving to Broadsword, the biggest thing, the biggest pain in the ass, the biggest gunshot to the foot, is that I know now that there will never ever be a chance of this coming to console, and I'm so fucking sad. I've been campaigning for years. I never thought it would, but now this is like the definite destruction of my dreams. This will never be on console.
Poor guy.
I mean, it would probably get good like traction because it's an RPG dedicated to Star Wars. Star Wars is a big main thing.
Yeah.
But I do feel sorry for consoles because they're not going to get that. But to be fair, they do have Star Wars games, but they're not going to get the, it's your own character type of Star Wars game. That's why I played it. That's why I played SWTOR, because it was my own character.
Yeah, and you get all these cool stories and all that. I mean, the closest they're gonna get to it is when, God willing, one day the KOTOR remake actually comes out. But
yeah, that's a whole nother debate. That's a whole nother debate.
A whole nother.
For, like,
we do not
20
need
years.
to get into that, because I'm still pissed that that old ass game will not run on my computer.
Aspire brought the game to Sony, and they brought it to Lucasfilm. Lucasfilm apparently liked it, but Sony said that the game wasn't cinematic enough, and they took it away from them, and they gave it to Saber Interactive. Saber Interactive is a great team. Very good. I think it's a great choice. I'm sure they'll do really well with it. But you just set back the game years. Years. Okay, enough of my ranting. I'm sorry. It hurts my soul just to think about it. It's like years off my life that I won't be playing Star Wars.
Death of the
like Cyber have so much. Saber has obviously Space Marine 2 that's coming out.
I'm so excited for that
this year.
So good.
So, they have got that, and they have got a bunch of other games that they did release. But, it's going to take them their time.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to... I'm hoping that it comes out well.
I'm just hoping it comes out and that it doesn't get cancelled.
I'm hoping that Molly gets to play it and experience true satisfaction.
Bro, I got, halfway through that game, and then one cutscene just continuously destroyed the file.
I wish I could just find out what it was and just fix it for you. It's so good.
Next time I might play through it and record it and be like, see, this is happening.
I will go through the trenches of Google and Reddit and wherever else I need to go to figure out how to fix it for you.
I'd appreciate that a ton. We could talk about that.
You need to experience it. It's the greatest. Peak Bioware, man. Anyway, as always, we got a little bit off topic there.
Every time.
So we'll move on to our next topic, which is Jeff Grubb, famous journalist, leaker, YouTuber, great guy, really cool dude. has dropped a little bit of big bombshell info that he is reporting that Dragon Age Dreadwolf is targeting for a release of summer next year. How do y'all feel about that?
I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it because it's been 8 years. That's horrible, but it's
I
really
mean-
where I'm at.
I can see it. In the case, like, I feel like Bioware usually tries to start releasing their marketing material within like a year or so. So, like, if that's the case, we would have gotten some more stuff by now rather than a blog post saying, you'll get more stuff soon. So, like, in one ear, I'm like, yeah, no, that'd be awesome. I'd be totally happy. And the other, I'm like, sounds great. But, like, from this radio silence we basically have been getting from Bioware, I don't know if I could believe it.
I'm leaning a little bit more towards fall next year. If they start releasing trailers soon, as in, like, this fall. If they start releasing trailers this fall, then I will believe that it is coming out, next fall rather than next summer.
I can see that. I have my not expectations. I have my suspicions of when we'll start getting more info. But before we get to that, Paul, how about you? How you feeling about summer 2024? Do you think we're gonna get there?
You think we're gonna get it? Probably not. But I do think my thought is that they're gonna go radio silence until Dragon Age Day. So it'll be like December 4th, and then it's gonna be like, yeah, you know what? Here you go. Here's a whole trailer, and then the day it's gonna come out. They're gonna give us a date then, and it's gonna be. That's why the whole radio silence. I think it could be just a marketing scheme
Could be.
to build it up, all the hype, all the sadness, and then Dragon Age Day comes. Everyone's gonna, or they're just gonna give a date for pre-ordering. Give a date of pre-ordering here. And it's like, haha, money. Because EA love money.
Who doesn't love them some money? All right, so we're gonna go around now, and I'm gonna ask y'all a question. When do you think? I know Paul says Dragon Age Day. When do y'all think we're gonna get the next trailer?
So, I know we got like a slight baby teaser, I think. Not even a teaser. I think we got like literally the orb during this, but like EA Play Live a couple years ago in 2021.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's when we got the footage of like when it was all like a gray and it was just like some assets moving around. That's when they showed like the spider with the hands and all that.
Yeah. So what I'm hoping is that hopefully EA announce they're gonna do another one, and then hopefully then we'll get stuff. But since they showed off so much stuff at Summer Game Fest, I really doubt EA is really gonna do anything this year in that sort of capacity. I don't think till Game Awards we're gonna get anything. Either Dragon Age Day or Game Awards. But they do have I went digging a little bit. They do have an earnings conference call. EA has an earnings conference call on August 1st, and I know some people listen into that and take notes to see like what they're talking about. So hopefully they'll mention something about Dragon Age maybe having a trailer or something like that. If that does happen, usually that would mean that would happen during that quarter. So probably I think the quarter for that is like between August to December, maybe January if they're counting Christmas time and New Year's, but so knowing Jack, our friend to the podcast, Jack Daw, he'd probably talk about it once that comes out.
Yeah.
I am leaning probably towards Game Awards if there is not an EA Play.
I mean, they could just be like, oh, you're gonna get another sneak peek on the Game Awards, and then the full trailer will be out on Dragon Age Day.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like they could do again.
I'll be honest, I forgot about Dragon Age Day until y'all said it.
Oh dear.
So
Wow.
I now have 3 suspicious times that I might be considering. All right. So one, Dragon Age 8, great idea. That's very possible. I'm also thinking, like y'all said, Game Awards, 100%. I'm thinking that. And the one other one that I have a little suspicion of is Gamescom. They have, yes, they've shown a lot of stuff at Gamescom before. I wouldn't
When's
be.
that happening?
Oh my God.
August 23rd to the 27th is
Okay.
Gamescom.
God damn.
Well, I go to a convention here in England called Insomnia Gaming Festival, and it happens on the same weekend as Gamescom. So that's how I usually know, and I usually keep up with stuff. This time, my actual one has been delayed till September, so yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's how I know.
You're an
Oh,
encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Just on your brain, you just had it all waiting. All right. Well, those are my thoughts. What do y'all think? So we're thinking.
I like all the thoughts.
I like just thinking in general, you know. Just...
You don't do that. It's too often. So like, be careful.
I really don't. It hurts.
I mean, Gamescom's kind of a long threat. I think they would rather do it for like the Game Awards, because Game Awards are just really big now.
Yeah, it really
You know, we would think, oh yeah, but what about E3? And we're like, well, E3 doesn't happen anymore. It doesn't exist. Got Thanos snapped out of existence.
I swear to God, I was gonna say that. Reduced to ashes.
Yeah, it's either going to be something that means to the developers, which would both be like Dragon Age Day or the Game Awards, because they've released big stuff on the Game Awards.
I hope so. But yeah, I'm thinking we get a little something possibly if Andraste is good to us, then maybe we'll get a little something at all three. Maybe like a little something here, a little something there, you know. And then
You are so much more optimistic than I am.
I said if Andraste is good, and she's a bitch, so I don't think so.
Okay.
She has forsaken us, so you know.
My thing is, if they do a trailer, please have it be an actual trailer with like hopefully gameplay or something. It cannot. I don't want the same snippet of like the last trailer, which was just a repeat of the trailer before with just some cooler, pretty things.
Yeah.
Like, it's, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that they are taking their time, but I would rather them just not release anything than give a small little, oh, hey, this is there.
After 10 years, I'm no longer okay with them taking their time.
Well, obviously, they have to think of their development, though. Like their development, they have to take out a whole like multiplayer system. They had to take all that out, revamp probably a bunch of assets they used for that just to make it a single player aspect. That, and they've showed off us absolutely nothing. It shows, I guess, a little bit of gameplay.
Yeah, it wasn't official anything. It's literally like, oh, there might be gameplay. Ooh.
They do need to give us a actual gameplay trailer at the very least.
Yes.
Or, you know, no one's going to buy it. They're going to be like, well, it's just not going to come out, you know? Yeah. Even though all the diehard fans are going to buy it day one, collector's editions, sell kidneys, you know, probably sell their kids if they've got kids, you know, just to get the Dragon Age fix.
Me eyeballing my N7 helmet on the side of me that I got with the collector's edition of the Legendary edition.
You know, it's, you know, you just sit there, you're like, everyone's going to get this. Every Dragon Age fan will get the game. They will make money, but they've also got to try and bring in new players. Yeah. Which I think that's why they said, like, it's going to be a little bit of a God of War aspect, you know?
I just had a revelation. This is a little bit off topic. I have two revelations, actually. Revelation one, real quick, that is on topic, is that adding to my thought that there might be something at multiple shows this year, like maybe Gamescom, Game Awards, and Dragon Age Day, is because if it is aiming for summer 2024, if they are looking to put that there, they need to show a regular trailer, and they need to get marketing all in that time frame. it's not a very big time frame, which is why it probably isn't going to actually end up coming out in 2020, summer 2024, probably fall, like Nimble said. But
Woo!
I can see that 100%. But that's a very small marketing window. So, and
Unless
there are,
you like drop a Bethesda and do, oh hey, by the way, this is coming out next month.
no,
Here's
no
an
fucking
hour
way.
of gameplay.
I would love that. That'd be cool. But I don't know. I don't think they'd do that. I don't think EA's about that life. But yes, there's no big like shows in between the Game Awards and summer 2024 unless you count Summer Games Fest, but then that would be like right before a release, you know? So I don't know if I think that would occur. I don't know. What do y'all think of that?
It's a fun theory. I don't know, honestly.
Understandable. All right. So,
So
second
I was also just like looking through to see what, because you got like DreamHack and stuff
Never-
like that.
I never heard of DreamHack.
Yeah, DreamHack's that you got Summer Games Fest, which already happened.
Mhm.
Do you see that? No, there's not a lot of. So I was like, you're thinking of like, then you got Gamescom. You've got nothing. I don't think they're going to be at like PAX or anything or like Nintendo Live.
Yeah, I don't think it would
You
be
know.
there. I mean, if they had like a demo, they'd be at PAX. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they would do that.
Or Gamescom Asia. This is going to go all to Asia. You know. Yeah. Or game. It's the Game Awards. Yeah, there is no, and the Game Awards are in December as well.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
So
not much time.
The thing that kind of like pisses me off is like they had an excellent chance to like be able to put out a trailer right after they finished putting out the comic book series, which, mind you, like I'm a little sad about the comic book series because it felt like it was geared more towards trying to get people people who don't really know what the fuck is going on in Dragon Age and get them in. And it felt just very introducing a bunch of characters that you might see, but we don't confirm it because we don't release a trailer with any of these characters to be like, hey, these are the NPCs you're gonna spend your whole time with, and these are your companions. Like, that would have been excellent, like, right after the comic book released out, like, to release a trailer and be like, ta-da, this is why we had that comic book. And it makes me sad.
Yeah, I heard that there was a lot of. I haven't read the new comic books, at least not yet. I'm probably gonna wait, and sometimes maybe I'll get them for Christmas or something. But I did hear that a lot of people were very disappointed with them.
For a Dragon Age comic book, which are usually very lore heavy and bring a lot to the world, it didn't feel like that to me personally. Like, yes, we got introduced to a bunch of characters who I'm assuming, because some of them were from Tevinter Nights and then some were from some of the short stories, so I'm assuming that they're gonna be in the next video game.
You think so?
You would think, and like you would hope that that's the official like character art that they're going with it, because the like between issue 1 and issue 2 they did switch Varric and Scout Harding's like outfits and looks and like made them look like way hearted and
Like something happened.
yeah, like 10 years passed, like they said, like people are predicting that happened, right? Or like some amount of years. I can't remember the exact number, but you know what I mean.
I'm pretty sure it was something.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I'll always pay for Dragon Age stuff. I'll always support Bioware in that way, but it like people who are new to the series, I feel like aren't buying the comic books. It's the
Definitely
fans
not.
who've been yeah,
I think
it's
most
the
of them don't
fans
even
who've
know that
been
comic books exist.
yeah, no, I literally have like which one do I have?
That
I
leads
have
me into
the
one of my revelations I was mentioning.
Dragon Age like 2 with like a bunch of the different comic books and like a bunch of notes and stuff. It's like a coffee table book basically. Anyways,
Love it. It's in the picture.
yeah, I will. But like if you read like the Errant Knight and the comic book stuff that had Fenris in it, it was like in a complete story. It didn't feel like it was just a filler between the two video games. It felt like this could be happening at the same time as any of the other video games, and it didn't feel kind of like out of place or just kind of prologue-y. The comics felt like it was just like a prologue to what the game's gonna be, but it didn't add anything to the conflict in any big way. It was basically just Varric and Harding chasing Solus, quote unquote. We don't even know if they were chasing Solus because we never saw him. All across the Thedas. I don't know.
What?
I
You know what
Go
I
ahead.
think would piss off every Bioware fan, every Dragon Age fan, is that at Gamescom and all these like things, all they release is a trailer for the Netflix series season 2.
which
So many people be
which
pissed.
like I loved the Netflix series. It was
It was
really
great.
good.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was so well done.
But would I
Like
want season
Titmouse
2?
fucking killed it.
Yeah.
But like I'd rather have a season 2 trailer like after the game came out.
Yes.
Like at the end of the credits, like scan this QR code to get to a private listing on YouTube of the trailer, like something like that.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool, actually.
That's what I was hoping they were going to do at the end of the comics, was have like a QR code to the trailer. But they didn't.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Bioware, put me on your marketing team. Like I got all these
That's a
good
great
ideas.
marketing idea. That's some great
Like-
ideas.
I will even go on contract, just like talk to you for a few hours. But yeah, no. Just like coming from like I come from a non-profit state of mind where like you have to constantly fight to get people to see your stuff. Like whenever you can put like engagement on anything, you should do that. And I feel like that was missed with the comics, and possibly putting out a trailer or like a blog post that's like unlinked publicly with more information about the game, something like that.
I think it's a fantastic idea.
Thank you. If we ever decide to make a video game, I think I'd be great in the marketing department. Just a
Okay,
heads up.
so we just need to get everybody in the Discord on something.
We need to hire a bunch of devs with all this massive YouTube money we're making.
No, we just need to pull a Toby Fox, and one person needs to get great at everything, and we'll be set.
I can do voice acting. That's about it.
I got very, very
I
basic
can do-
programming.
I could do some writing as well. I think I'm a pretty good writer.
Rowan can do writing. He's fucking awesome at it. I can stick to
is.
the social media and marketing.
I can do social
Excuse me.
media and marketing with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I reckon I ain't good at anything.
You'll be
Well-
pretty. You'll just be pretty for us.
Yeah,
Oh,
just sit there and
that's
be
even
pretty.
hard. No. I literally, I look like I've been to the Fade and back. You know, I am a Darkspawn. That's what I look like. IRL.
Oh
Oh no.
no.
I'm a Darkspawn that somehow regained his soul.
There you go.
Hell yeah. I'm so happy for you for that, though. Like, you go.
You know why I started twirling my mustache? I don't know why. Yes.
Take the compliment, damn it.
Where's so happy that you got your soul back. So the other thing that I mentioned, the little epiphany that I had, Molly, I'm pretty sure just you. I don't know if Nimble has met him. Do you remember my friend Darren?
I believe I do.
He is
Yes.
in this server, but he never talks because he doesn't use Discord because it was like really glitched on his phone for a long time because I think his phone was just shitty. But I don't know.
Right.
It works now. He fixed it and he's finally been using it. I think I would like to have him on an episode of the podcast. He beat Inquisition for the first time this week.
I
Oh,
would like to pick his brain.
I
Yes,
also
yes,
wanna
yes, yes.
add, he has never played any of the other Dragon Age games, and he has not read any of the extra material. He plans on getting to the other games when he can. I'm gonna ask him if he wants to come on for the next episode, which I will try to actually record soon instead of 3 months from now.
I was gonna say like our quarterly podcast at this point.
Yeah. True. I mean, it pretty much is almost exactly. But yeah,
Literally had like a whole conversation about that when I invited him to come on my podcast to talk about that. It was like, well, you know what? We eventually get around to recording.
It's
Then
everybody's very busy, different time zones. It's hard, man.
I just love every year around Dragon Age Day, like when we try to make more content for it. Every year we're like, this is the year. We're gonna be consistent. We're gonna post at least once a month. And you know what happens? Nothing.
We
maybe I need to be
my
here
New
often.
Year's resolution is more podcasts, and then nothing.
You really do. You're like, I want to make more content, and then it never happens.
It never happens. I just
maybe I need to step up to the plate because I've been doing podcasting for 7 years and I get consistent. Every 2 weeks I have one up.
I like to say, I tell everybody, if y'all want to plan one and do it without me here, it's an everybody thing. It's not just me. And I had Aaron and Hala, I let them take the reins for a while, and they got burnt out on it because it's a pain in the ass to get going, which I totally understand. It was at different time zones and everybody. It's not always easy to get everybody going, and then sometimes people have to cancel, and it happens. They were getting burnt out on it, which I get. And now I'm trying to do it when I can, and I have to do it better, 100%. I gotta get better at it.
We're all here as long as you make the doodles.
Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
And on top of just, again, being lazy, family, girlfriend, and just
General life responsibilities.
Yeah, so Darren, I'm gonna pester him. I've talked to him about coming on the podcast when he played the game in the past, and about just podcasting in general, because I would like him and Alyssa to join us, but they're both pains in my ass and won't do it. So I'm gonna pester him until he says yes, and then when he says yes, I'll bring him on the podcast, and we can all sit down and talk about somebody who has no perception of the game series at all besides Inquisition. And on top of that, let me add, he started playing it in, I think, 2016, maybe around that time. He started playing it around then. He played for a few hours, and then he stopped playing, and he just started back up like 2 weeks ago
From the exact same save.
And yes,
Yep.
he did it, and I was pissed at him. I was like, restart the fucking game. You're not gonna remember any of this shit. And
So did he actually like complete the game, as in he did the end DLC as well, or
No, he hasn't played the DLCs yet.
oh god, so he doesn't know the base game?
No, he's only played the base game.
Oh,
And so
Oh no.
yes, so
I had a
waiting.
friend who done that as a stream. And I keep telling him, have you done the DLC yet? Oh no, I don't need to. I've done the base game. It's like, but if you want to play the new one, play the fucking DLC.
So he's waiting for the DLC to go on sale, because it goes on sale very often. And once it goes on sale, he's gonna buy the lot of them, and he's gonna do a new playthrough. That's what he told me, and I'm very excited to hear that as well. But with somebody who's just played for the very first time, just Inquisition, no outside knowledge besides me just telling him like background stuff when I can, or stuff that he doesn't know or doesn't understand. That is what I am very excited for, and I think will be a great time. Very excited about it, and dude, I think it'll be so much fun for like the podcast in general. The other day, right, he called me up, and he was like, hey, so I'm at the Well of Sorrows.
Oh no.
He's like, what should I do? I was like, I don't know.
Right.
You're gonna have to make a decision, Darren.
You're
gonna, I don't know. You'll guess something's gonna happen. I guess we'll see what it is. And he's like, fuck you, tell me. And I was like, nope, you're gonna have to just figure it out. But yeah, that's my next big scheme for the podcast. All right, so for our final topic, let's discuss. In the wait for Dragon Age, we've all, in the 10 years, we've had a lot that we've been playing. Again, with rumors that it might be coming out next year, what are y'all playing right now in the await of a trailer / the game. What have y'all been playing lately? We'll start with Molly, if you want to go.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, my computer just had an aneurysm, so I missed probably like the last minute of what everyone said.
It's okay. I was just that's pretty much the gist of it.
Okay, cool. So this past year, you said?
Just like lately.
Past 10 years.
Okay.
I mean, the past 10 years, but like, yeah, like lately,
Look.
what have you been up to? Like, what have you been playing?
I've been playing a lot of Destiny 2. I absolutely blame Rowan, Mother, and Scotty for getting me into that game. Holy fuck.
I was there for that inception.
You were there, and my god, I've sunk so much money into this
It's a
game.
new expansion, isn't it?
So I bought the season pass for the whole year,
Mhm.
which I'm glad I did because you honestly save money doing that in the long run. And at that time, I had the funds to be able to afford that $100 price tag. But like considering I play that game at this point almost daily, depending on how much energy I have that day. I usually fire it up unless I'm playing something else.
Mhm.
So yeah, I like it a lot. It's a really fun shooter. The story is it's a Bungie game, so it's fucking wild.
That's why
It's
everybody
really
needs to play
good.
Halo.
Yeah. Especially with basically this whole sort of Destiny 2 story coming into basically wrapping up by the end of the year. It's kind of wild to get into the game. I just started playing Guardians of the Galaxy though. I
Oh,
finally got
started
it.
it. Nice.
Yeah, I got it since it was on hella sale, so I'm loving it so far. It feels like Mass Effect.
Right? It does. It feels exactly. I mean, Molly, 100%. It feels just like Mass Effect, and I was like, "This is amazing. I loved it. I was in love with that game."
Not gonna lie, I actually bought the Marvel's Galaxy, Guardians of the
Okay, sorry.
Galaxy,
Mm-hmm.
when I went to go watch the new Guardians of the Galaxy, and I came back and I'm like, oh, I forgot I had money on my Steam. Oh, it's on sale. Bought that. Still haven't played it, but it's there.
When you get the chance, give it a shot. It feels so very Mass Effect in the best way. It's such a
Mhm.
good game, and I am fucking devastated it's not going to get a sequel. I'm so fucking.
It's not.
Like, they haven't come out and said, "Hey, it's not getting a sequel," but the game bombed. Nobody played it.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah, it
important.
didn't do well. Nobody fucking played it. And then I'm pretty sure. Let me pull up the case right here. Yeah, it was made by Eidos Montreal. Right after the game was made, they got sold. Square
Oh,
Enix.
wow.
I'm like 90% sure that was them. I mean, I know like
Square Enix again. Just look at Forspoken.
Yeah,
Bombed and then liquefied.
yeah, the game didn't do that great, and Square Enix sold the company to I think it's THQ Nordic bought it.
I mean, at least they,
Oh no,
you know, at least they
Embracer
sold
Group.
it.
Embracer Group. One of those. It got bought, and now it's like we're probably never gonna get another one, and it's fucking upsetting, especially because the way it ends. It's so fucking good, and just
Okay.
like,
I'll
but
try
like,
to keep on it then,
yeah,
because
don't
I hit like chapter 2, and like they're on the second planet that you're able to go on.
yeah, don't let the fact that it's not gonna get a sequel like keep you from playing it though.
Yeah, no.
It's very good and deserves the love that it's good that you're gonna feel for it. Because I can tell you, you're gonna love
Yeah.
it.
All right, and then I might try Cyberpunk again because the bugs were turning me off from playing it, and I like downloaded the patches. It did this, that, and the other. I might get back into it. I haven't decided yet. Everyone's saying that I need to at least finish it, so maybe.
Finish it?
Huh?
You haven't finished it?
No, so like what happened? I pre-ordered it.
Same.
It was the first game I've ever pre-ordered because I have a very short gaming history. And it was so buggy that like basically like the main like first cutscene where they're at that corpo office, one of the NPCs from the follow mission before continued to follow me through that main very important sequence that I will not spoil. And like blocked it pretty much, and it like pissed me the fuck off that I couldn't really finish it. And then the Netflix show came out, so I was like, okay, I'll give it another shot.
Oh, my heartstrings. Sorry. Oh,
no,
where's my tissue?
it was such
Where's
a great.
tissue?
It was such a great show, but then I tried it again, and I was like, I'll play it until I get another bug, and then I'm done. Literally the first cutscene where you're with Jackie and you're going into Night City, they were T-posing the whole time.
Oh no.
They were T-posing the whole time. And at that point, I was where like it is not like game-breaking bugs, but it's like taking me out of the game sort of bugs. Like
the storytelling goes away.
Yeah. So I don't know. I might try it again because the DLC seems hype. Like it's nice that they're having a whole new setting with it.
Dogtown, Idris Elba. Oh, my boy Idris.
So excited.
He's so hot.
Oh yeah.
But then again,
imagine how hot it's going to be being in the same spot as Keanu Reeves in Idris Elba at the same time.
yeah.
Oh, that's a wet dream material right there.
But also, like Baldur's Gate 3 has just been pushed forward to August 3rd, so I'm probably going to be obsessed with that.
Oh, I heard about that, and I was like, "This is the greatest news of the year."
And then I also found out that they're doing difficulty levels, which was like my main complaint with Baldur's Gate is like, the difficulty has been not like super challenging, but it's been challenging enough that like I get stuck somewhere and then I put the game down for like 3 or 4 months until the next patch note comes out, because like I just get so frustrated with it. So I'm very excited to hear that there's an easy level where it's just more story based, and I'm very excited because I love the game. I love D&D. You all know this.
Yes.
So yes, I am very excited
yeah.
for it to come out fully.
We have a lot in common.
Yes.
I literally do D&D like 3 times a week.
I used to do it about 2 times a week, but one of my weeklies just is on hiatus at the moment, and then the other one is now every other week. And then depending on when we start another campaign, that might be every week, but I don't know. I love D&D.
We just got to our big bad. There's like the end of the campaign, so we just got to it, and it's like, oh, here we go. Can't wait. Have you seen all the stuff that like was it 170 plus hours of like cutscenes, all these new classes, subclasses, all these different types of Dragonborn? I'm sitting there going, oh my god.
The patch notes, like this, if you're gonna read any of the patch notes for Baldur's Gate, I would say this one is the one to read. It literally goes into detail of like all the different subclasses they're bringing in, all the new spells that they brought in, which they brought like Otto's, I think it was like Ottoman's dancing curse or something like that. The one that makes them dance for like an hour, which is fantastic. And then like I think they are also bringing in either 6th or 7th level spells for casting people. So yeah, it sounds like they got their shit together, which makes me very happy. Because I've had
as well from like, was it 10 to like 12 as well?
Yeah, they brought the cap up. So for those who are actually getting through past level 4 or 5, unlike me, you guys would probably enjoy it. But yeah, I'm very excited. Larian Studios, I feel like, has been killing it. They also announced that there's going to be more companions past the first act, and I love that because like I love the companions that we have so far, but I feel like the party compositions could be like way better if we had more like characters with different classes and shit. So very excited.
Nice.
So yeah, it comes out August 3rd, which is around the time that I gotta like start fully prepping and starting for like the school year and stuff, but like I might take a week off. I already have a week off in August. I might have to take another.
All right, so Nimble, what have you been playing lately?
So I've been playing, finally freaking finishing, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Wait,
Nice.
Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, one of them.
Yeah.
But I've been playing that. I'm working on getting the legendary so then I can move on to Pokemon Yellow.
Ooh.
Or yeah, was it Pokemon Yellow that's after?
I
Think so.
don't. Well, Pokemon Yellow was like the original game, right?
Not Pokemon Yellow. Good God, my poor brain. My poor brain. It's been a while. All I know is I got like, you know, I have a convention job now, and so I haven't been able to play games as much as I used to, and I'm like,
I haven't played the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl yet. I know that I'm pretty sure it's just like a remaster of the old DS games, but I really want to play them. The last one I played was Arceus. I didn't finish it. I just played a little bit of it when I was on vacation.
the art style is really interesting on that one.
Yeah, it is. I definitely want to go ahead and finish it when I have the time.
Gloomhaven,
Gloomhaven. What is
which
what's
originally
that?
was a board game. Gloomhaven.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Tell me, what is it?
So basically, it's a like kind of like an RPG, kind of sort of, but it's mostly tactics. You kind of choose different paths and everything. But you're going on this kind of like quest of being like four mercenaries who are just still fulfilling tasks. And it, I haven't gone through the whole game, so I don't know the whole story. But it seems kind of like you are defeating. It kind of seems like an otherworldly. You're defeating things. You're looking for dragons. You're trying to kill some kind of demon that is like might be Satan. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
But very kind of fantasy like and fun. Also very difficult. The
Yeah.
more mercenaries you use, the more you up your difficulty. So if you have four, the game itself will like give you that much based on how many mercenaries you have. And very interesting because it's also co-op. You can play with friends.
Ooh.
Um, I have a campaign going with my brother, and then I campaign on my own.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that because it sounds like a good ass time. I'm I don't know, I like little indie games like that. I imagine it is indie because I haven't heard of it really. So
I was gonna say, if you ever get it, tell me, and we will campaign together.
okay. All right. Playing anything else, or is that like the gist of it right now?
I think so.
Okay. How about you, Paul? What have you been up to? Like I said, I know you mentioned it a little bit earlier.
What have I not been playing? Good question. Besides with obviously new upcoming games with like Final Fantasy 16, Diablo 4, Honkai Star Rail, Cyberpunk, Final
Nice.
Fantasy, WoW, a lot of games. Again, I don't work, so it's like I just sit at home, I wake up, roll out of bed, and just play games. But other than that, yeah. Elder Scrolls Online I've been playing a lot and made a big thing about
Nice.
that.
I got into Elder Scrolls Online for a little while and really liked it.
Well, guess what? It is on sale right now for £4 something.
There you go.
Like $8. I actually got a chance because I do stream a lot as well. So someone actually, I won a giveaway or a friend, and he was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna give you $20." But then, like at the end, because he was like, I'm just gonna buy you the new expansion. It was the Necrom expansion.
Nice.
By the way, absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10. Would play again.
Hermaeus Mora.
Yeah, a bit of Hermaeus Mora, who has probably one of the best voice actors. It was great.
He's fantastic.
And then luckily I was able to play Final Fantasy 16 because someone donated the $70. It's like, you're going to play Final Fantasy.
Oh, hell yeah, that's awesome.
You're going to play Final Fantasy 16. I'm like, okay. Wasn't planning on it, but then I did. It's great.
Nice.
But obviously, I've had my Cyberpunk fix because obviously the new DLC comes out in September, which I am excited because they are revamping everything. Perks revamping. They're adding like so much good stuff, new stories, a new ending as well they're adding.
Nice.
So I'm a Cyberpunk. I have died on that hill. I've been on that hill for years, ever since it came out. I pre-ordered it. I played it on PS4. I didn't get many bugs. I kind of got like crashes, some like little bugs here and there. But I still 100% supported the game. I died on that hill. I went onto a podcast and talked about dick sizes. And it was just weird. But it's a great game. I think a lot of people in the Discord have seen me posting pictures of a random one that I've been messing around with.
Mhm.
But I cannot wait for the DLC. Obviously, it's Idris Elba. It's a fellow Brit, and I do love me a bit of Idris Elba. I love him. He's absolutely a great actor.
I love him as well. I'm super excited for it too.
Having him and Keanu Reeves in the same game, what's not to love about that? What is not to love?
Very
Well,
excited.
obviously, I play Final Fantasy 14. It's my main MMO.
Mhm.
Recently had my anniversary on my birthday, which was in May, and I've been playing that game for 9 years.
Nice.
And it just had its 10-year anniversary this year. So I've been playing it a lot. But yeah, those are the games I've been playing.
All right.
What have you been playing, if any?
Right. Ooh. So, I'll make this quick because we're running a little bit further. But I have been in a complete mess of games. I've been playing. It's not like I'm playing a few. I just haven't sat down and been like, I'm gonna play this and finish it. I haven't finished a game in fucking forever. Last year, I kept track of every single game I completed, and I like made sure I beat everything. And since I stopped doing that, I haven't fucking beat anything. I'm just playing things, and then I go, oh, now I gotta play this, now I gotta play this, now I gotta play this. But currently, my main few games I am playing, I am about 15 hours into Pillars of Eternity 1.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yep, I'm about 15 hours in. I started a couple weeks ago. I'm enjoying it very much. It's a great game so far. I cheat a whole lot in it because I can't be bothered to deal with certain things. So I may have used console commands to give myself a fuck ton of money and stuff like that. But haven't we all at some point?
No, I'm a grinder. How
I
dare you?
I know.
How dare you
Let
interact with my
me cover my
integrity?
ass. Let me go. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Pillars of Eternity. I also am on my PS, so that's what I'm playing on my PC right now. I'm also playing a bit of Skyrim. I have 252 mods currently installed on my Skyrim.
How?
So I was telling not my sister, my brother earlier today. He's like, "How the fuck do you do that without your computer blowing up?" I'll tell you. I have a 250 gigabyte SSD in my computer, and I have only Skyrim installed on it. It's just Skyrim and all 252 mods, and that's just for the SSD. Everything else is on my hard drives and external hard drives. I boost the fuck out of it, and it's so fucking insane. The graphics are crazy with all these mods. The quality's amazing. It's awesome. The only part that's unfortunate is that if you want a lot of the cool mods in Skyrim, it's like, yeah, but you have to get the sexy mods if you want the cool ones. It's like, oh, you want this like really cool character and storyline? Install big titty mode. Like you have to. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess we're just doing this.
Wow. Really?
Hey, listen, but literally it's like if you want the cool shit, it's like, hey, you gotta install, like, if you want your characters to have like HD textures, it's like, yeah, you have to get the HD textures. But if you want the HD textures, like, you gotta install these mods that when you rip people's clothes off, they're like naked. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do that, but I'm getting the version that actually puts underwear on them, so we'll do that.
They have undergarments. We're not going that far and taking their undergarments too.
I mean, they do that. You have to check a box that says put underwear on them. But that's what I've been playing. Really neat so far. Really enjoying it. I haven't played a full Skyrim playthrough since 2011 when the game came out. So that's
I've
really
never
fun.
completed Skyrim.
It's a great time. Especially with all the mods make it insane, like insanely good. It's crazy. So that, and then on my PS5, I've been playing Diablo 4. I am about, I think, I'm pretty sure I'm also 15 hours into Diablo 4. I got a long way to go, but that's
That's about how much I've played today.
yeah. I'm playing through it with my older brother, so whenever he has time, we both sit down and play it together. So I haven't really had too much time to play.
Yes. Lilith Mummy had to get in there.
Let's not talk about that. No, Well, we don't want to turn it into one of them podcasts. I'm just saying. So yeah. And to finish out, so that's all the games that I am playing. However, let me tell you what I am going to play, because I made bad choices this year. I pre-ordered a lot of games. I haven't played,
Oh, Jesus.
and I got a bunch for Christmas. I haven't played any of them. I made big mistakes. So much so that I just lent my brother a copy, because I know I'm not gonna get to it anytime soon. So starting from Christmas time, these are all the games that from between Christmas and now that I have either received as a gift or have bought and have not played yet, or have not finished. So let's see. Alan Wake Remastered, Tales of Arise, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, Sonic Frontiers, Dead Space Remake, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Final Fantasy Crisis Core, Stray, Final Fantasy 16, which I just picked up a couple days ago. Let's see.
Yes.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Fire Emblem Three Houses, Pokemon. Oh no, wait, that's the wrong one. Triangle Strategy. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, and that's just what I've gotten since Christmas.
So the man who played Skyrim with 250 plus mods has a bunch of new games he could play, but he still instead wants to play the game with big titties.
Well, first off,
You know,
to be fair, you can adjust the size of the titties if you want.
Oh, so you could have little badongadongs instead of big ones.
There's a variety. You can go. They have a mod specifically for A cups. You can lower that shit. You can do whatever you want.
Jesus
Whatever,
fucking
whatever,
Christ.
whatever,
That's not the point I'm
whatever
getting
world
at.
you want to live. I know. I just. I was focusing on it for comedic effect.
whatever happened to the bulge mods? You know, whatever happened to those?
Hey, listen, they have
I
dick
was gonna
mods.
say.
Okay, they do
They
have
have
dick
dick
mods.
mods. They have
There
dick
you go.
mods. I downloaded a mod that I was really excited for, and then I started it up, and then I walked up to the character to talk to them, and they were just butt-ass naked, and they had a giant hole where their dick was supposed to be because I didn't download the dick mod, and then I was like, why are they naked? I didn't want naked mod. I thought this was going to be good story mod, and then I deleted it. I was excited. I read the description. It sounded like a really interesting story, and then I downloaded it, and it was just horny.
It was just horny.
I thought I was getting a story.
Instead, I got the horny.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I got all those games, millions of games. I have not played them yet, and I have decided that I am gonna stop Skyrim, and I'm going to focus on finishing Diablo 4 and Pillars of
to
Eternity.
simply
One
to simply not stop Skyrim.
And I actually forgot one. I also Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which I am 5 hours into. So yeah, that's another one.
So you're kind of like one of those chaotic people that's like, oh, hey, I played this game for a little bit. Oh, no, I'm going to this one. Oh, no,
I don't
this
want to
one.
be that person.
Fine.
Nimble, I don't
It's a
want
damn
to.
game.
It was an accident. All right.
So, was it really?
Yeah, yes. I don't mean to. I'm sorry. I have a problem. I think it's time that we get going though. We've been going for about an hour and a half. I think we've hit all topics. I think we've done really well.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Peach.
No problem. Get out there and do good next time. You make me proud. So, all right. Before we go, thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
No
Thank
We
problem.
appreciate you.
Thank
We
you for
appreciate you
inviting
when you come
us.
on.
Of course. I mean, it's a family little effort, this little thing, even though it's not on as much as we would like to. I still feel that way. I love you guys very much. It is the best being with you and having my beautiful, wonderful friends to spend time with and do things that I love and talk about things that I love. You're amazing. Everybody watching, thank you so much. You're also amazing. This means
No,
the
you're
world to
amazing.
me. Thank you.
You're
means-
breathtaking.
Thank you. This means the world to me that I get to do this with you guys, even though I'm not here all the time like I would like to, and I don't record enough. As always, I would love to do more. We will try. I would love to see if I can get another recording next week. Maybe
Oh,
maybe later this week if people have time. I will see. I also am considering I'm also considering on days when I can only get 1 or 2 people, just saying fuck it and just doing it with 1 or 2 people.
That's the mentality you need to do to get content out.
I agree.
You have to say fuck it.
I agree. I think that if too many people are busy, then if it's just me and Nimble for a day, then just to get something out, so we can have fun and give people something that they would like to see or like to listen to, because even though we've been moving at a slow pace, we have been gaining people, not like a crazy amount, but new people have been listening and watching and commenting on things and saying, hey, I'd really like this, like I'd love to see more. Not too many people, obviously, like I said, but like enough people that like it makes me very happy to know that people are still checking out and watching. And obviously it's a big deal to me that like you guys are here when you are. Although, like I said, not as active as I would like to be, I truly love you all very, very much. You all mean the world to me. I want to be there more. I am going to try to do more. If I can schedule a week, if I can go back to weekly like we did when we first started, I will do my best. I want to. I will do my best to carve out time. Again, I say this all the time.
That's how you get burnt out, my friend.
Oh, no, I know. I just, I want to do more. I always do. I always do. So before we go, again, one last time, thank you all very much. Thanks you guys for being here. Thanks everybody for being here watching.
Thank you for listening. Just to echo that, I know we have a very small community, and I know Dragon Age community usually tries to support each other as much as we can, and we really do appreciate you guys. If you want to support us more than just listening, convince your friends to listen to us, or post or retweet or tweet what you think is funny. Yeah, because that helps gets more views, and if we try to if we have more interaction, it makes it a lot easier to get more motivation to keep making it.
Exactly.
Because we love making them, and we love talking to you guys too. Paul, do you wanna talk about the shit that you do and the podcast that you do? And
I do a Final Fantasy podcast called Move Around Radio. I talk about Final Fantasy constantly, but I do a small little Dragon Age podcast called Something the Deep Roads Tales. Yada yada yada. I'm Paul. I love RPGs. I'm a gremlin. Have a good day. There you go.
All right.
woohoo!
Bye, Thedas. Bye. We love you.
Wow.